Obviously, today was the cutoff 1 p.m. for the regulatory standards
Yes.
bill. Reports I have seen is that it was 131,000 submissions made it across the line. The yardstick that everybody is measuring it against is, of course, the treaty's principal bill, which is about 300,000 submissions, which I believe is the most.
Do you have any insights? Why do you think that it didn't have it hasn't had the same, it's had an incredibly big reaction, but not the same reaction as the treaty principles? What are your thoughts?
I think it hasn't had the same cut through because that's how it was designed. You know, pre-Christmas
it's not as front page. It's not as hickory and easy to see sort of thing. You think?
No, treaty's principle, Bill. We're getting rid of the Treaty of Waitangi. That's a single issue, and it's got a lot of cut through, and people just went no.
Yeah. Yep.
The regulatory standards bill is very dry and dusty.
Yep.
Like it doesn't have that same cut through. I think when it was communicated out going, yep, treaty principles bill is bad, but this other one is coming.
Yep.
And you need to know about it. I think it got the most active, clued on people to sort of go, yes, I can see the direct link. But
80,000 didn't march.
Have.
No one wants to know was it 131,000 pots. But Kiwi Skirt says this is the name doesn't hit, which is what you're saying as well.
And it was meant to.
But we should say this. But we should say this. We should say this. P Mizzle, my dizzle. That's great. 130,000. That could this be the second largest submissions ever? It must be close.
I don't know. I'd love to look into that. But yeah, we are measuring it against a single issue that was the most submitted on bill ever.
Yeah. Here we go. Previous highest was 107,000, which was conversion therapy. So you might have just got the top. We're going to take wombing as gospel until proven otherwise. That the issues around David Seymour and Māoridom and the treaty are the two highest, is polling the right word? Submitted submissions that any government's ever got in this country. I think that says in and of itself enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So, which brings me to my statement, because I criticised you last week and said that you were shit for not doing your submission yet.
You're shit.
I must admit, Pat, when I said that, I had not done my submission.
Oh,
so
I
did my
hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy of the highest order. So I did it today.
That's even worse. I did mine on Friday for Matariki, and then I put a tweet out about it for other people to do it. You're a dirtbag. This is it. This is our last show. We're breaking up after this.
Anyway, so my statement. Fuck you, David Seymour.
I thought you were going to say fuck you, Pat, for a second. Sorry. Start again.
Fuck you, David Seymour. I just made my submission against the regulatory standards bill while doing the most human activity I could think of, taking a shit at work. You seem to think that only bots would submit against your shitty bill. Well, I'm a real human person, and the only bot involved in my submission was my bottom. So there we go.
Was that your whole submission? Your for real submission?
No, that's not my submission. That
was your prepared statement. Okay.
Yeah, that was my prepared statement.
That would have been a great submission, though, Chewie. You would have been.
Oh, I don't think it'd get through the language filter.
You could say poo-poo instead of shit. Taking a poo-poo, doing a number two.
Bot. But look, that was the thing, though, right? Is he wants to punch down on people and make it think that you have to hit a perfect standard. You have to, do this multi-page, thoroughly researched, 100% lawyered up submission. You do not have to. You can say, I don't like this. What is your recommendation? I recommend that you send this bill back.
See, I'm a shit interviewer. Why didn't I say to you last week? So have you done yours? Man.
You didn't. You let me away with it.
I trust you too much. I put you on too much of a pedestal, Chewie. Sheesh.
Never put Chewie on a pedestal.